We are live at the 360.Vegas studios with our inaugural edition of School PD Talk. Okay?
All right.
Chief Black Eye. Yeah, it's great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
When it came to the act of, the social bullying and all this, we never heard of anything like that, right?
Right, things never went. Things went away. People didn't have an actual record of you either losing that fight or being made fun of. Now that stuff is it's there.
They video it,
right.
and so,
you and I get in a fight. It's not over. That's recorded, and then your friends are going to look at it.
Right.
My friends are going to, so that's an element that they're dealing with, and that's one thing that's difficult for folks to, they seem so shocked when they hear about an incident happening on our campuses. Well, it's a different environment, and you and I would that incident you said, like somebody may have a switchblade, or we get into a fight after school, and then it's over with, right?
Right.
Well, now they have stories where, but then now there's a gun involved. So now our kids were dealing with the presence of these of firearms and actual stories, and having friends die from violence or being seriously injured, and then just that stuff not going away, and just constantly being bombarded with social media of all these past incidents. So what does that do? It creates an environment where the reality is that these things are there. They're everywhere, and it does make it feel like the schools are or the school environment has the great potential to become violent, and these incidents could be on these campuses. But like I said, the presence of our officers there, the wonderful teachers and the staff, just addressing with all of these incidents that are happening throughout the day. Safe Voice, you're talking about guns.
What is this? I don't understand this. What is Safe Voice? Explain
Safe Voice is a state-run anonymous tip system to basically report any incidents that are happening in our schools. And if you also need help or assistance in some way, you can actually ask Safe Voice, "Hey, I need someone to talk to," or you can report. Johnny, in my third period class, was talking about ending his life. We get a lot of those, a lot of suicide ideation calls for service, where it's not just us, but all the other agencies are responding after hours to homes to talk to parents and students who might have some, ideations of ending their life. That's one of the major things that Safe Voice is utilized for, is those types of ideation calls, but also for violence. The last gun we received, the 20th firearm, was from a tip from Safe Voice, and it's quick. We got the tip, located the student, and got the firearm. This last one, like many others, a friend sees it. They talk to a trusted adult who is either a teacher, a staff member, our amazing administrators at these sites, and then they're dealing with it. They're notifying us, and then we come and report it. And a few of them have been from incidents that have happened, and our officers doing searches on subjects and getting these firearms. So it takes that whole school community to have that mindset to want to keep it safe and to report things. Like that whole see something, say something, right?
Right, I was just going to say
it's especially important in our schools.
Personal relationship that the children get to with seeing a certain officer or a certain teacher, that they're able to do this.
And we give them opportunities to do it. And we open up those opportunities. For instance, when I started 20 years ago, we didn't really have an educational program to teach. There wasn't those opportunities to actually get in the classroom unless you had a good relationship with a teacher and you wanted to talk about law enforcement or the dangers of drugs.
It's a very, very interesting conversation. I know you're really busy, and so I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity to sit down. I see you all the time, like I said, but we've never had more than like a 3-minute conversation.
Right.
And so this was very special to me, so I thank you for that, okay?
Well, thank you for having me. I think it's going to be helpful to get the word out to folks that just don't know what goes on within a school police department. Just generally you think they're just out there dealing with issues with students. And it's just much more than that.
All right, let's turn to this camera, and then we're going to give everybody a big wave.